Hi, my name is Shayla with Revolting Science Resources, a company designed to bring the principles of project management to academic scientists. And in today's video, I'm going to share a preview of a Notion template I've designed specifically for scientists like you. So let's get started. Welcome to the walkthrough of the Revolting Science Resources Notion Research Dashboard template. In this video, I'll guide you through how to set up the template and highlight some of its features and functionality. The first step is to go to the project database page, where you'll add any research projects you're currently working on. When adding a new project, start by assigning it an ID. Be sure to keep it short and simple. Then you'll enter the project name, which is a more detailed description of the project, and any relevant project tags. You can also add responsible lab members. Next, select the current project phase. These phases are based on the Revolting Science Resources Key Phases of a Project informational guide included with your template purchase. You can set a goal timeline for project completion. This doesn't need to be a strict deadline, but rather a helpful reference for tracking progress. The percent completed property will be automatically calculated based on linked sprint tasks. Clicking View Details opens a sidebar with connections to other key databases in your RSR research dashboard, including lab notebooks, sprint tasks, project plans, and change requests. These connections populate automatically as you add related information elsewhere. Within each project page, you can include a project overview and other relevant notes. The Project Plan Document section stores project plans for each of your projects. Each page includes a template with suggested sections for mapping out your work. Next, head to the Sprint Database page. Start by adding a sprint schedule. The page comes preloaded with dates from the Revolting Science Resources Experimental Sprint Schedule, which you can keep or modify as needed. Each sprint is a main item with corresponding sprint reviews listed as sub-items. This format helps keep related information together. Views have been set up for a sprint backlog, task you're working on in the current sprint, an experiment backlog, tasks not yet assigned to a sprint, and all tasks, which list all sprint tasks regardless of completion or sprint assignment. This database supports nested tasks. So for instance, if you're doing tissue staining and want to track replicates separately, you can create sub-items for each replicate and assign them to different sprints. If you want to better understand the various properties used in the sprint and project dashboards, check out the Property Dictionary, which outlines each project's name, description, examples, and connected databases. You'll also find a lab notebook page, which allows you to create notebooks for your projects. A database for lab notebook entries includes default templates for experimental and activity log entries. You can also link the entry to a sprint task or any related SOPs and protocols. The activity log notebook entry is another included template. While project information can be added, experiment details are typically not necessary. In addition to the lab notebook, there's a page for SOPs and protocols. This is where you can store documents like standard operating procedures, experimental protocols, recipes, or data analysis workflows. Now let's look at the overall RSR research dashboard. The dashboard includes a sidebar with quick links where you can add links to reference managers, websites, or other frequently accessed tools. Below that is a section for project plan links, allowing you to easily access ongoing project plans. Under the database links section are links to the project and sprint database pages, as well as the database property dictionary. At the top of the template, there's a brain dump section to jot down quick notes or ideas that can be organized later. The sprint schedule toggle links directly to the sprint database and shows the current sprint dates based on sprint status. Underneath that section is the sprint task list section, which is also linked to the sprint database. It displays a board view filtered by current sprint tasks. You can easily drag tasks to update their status. For example, moving them from not started to in progress to done. A list view is also included, and you can create additional views for this and all databases by clicking the plus button and adjusting filters and sorting options as needed. The next section is a calendar, where a Notion calendar has already been embedded. Notion Calendar integrates with Google Calendar, letting you view Google Events alongside tasks and sprint schedules stored in Notion databases. You can choose to display either sprint tasks or your sprint schedule within the calendar. Alternatively, you're free to embed a different calendar, and instructions for doing so are provided. So that's it for this video sharing a preview of one of my Notion templates. If you'd like to check out the template more, there will be a link in the description box below that'll take you to the page to download or buy this template from my website. I'd love to hear in the comment section below what you think of Notion and how you think this template might really help your academic research. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more videos like this one. That's it for now. Bye.